Hey Auburn, hello. This is your boy Jason Campbell. Welcome to the On to Victory Collective podcast. I got my guy Zac Blackerby on here, who locked on Auburn. So, everyone kind of knows who this guy is. They know he brings great information. He brings a lot of energy to everything he does. And myself, better known as J Cam, I'm your host each and every week, and we try to bring you special guests. We thank you for your support that you do to our collective and giving to our student athletes. And none of it's taken for granted. Trust me on that. And but right now, Zac, we got a great show today, man. We got three guys lined up. I think that the Auburn family knows a lot about. But this first one, though, just coming off fresh off of a top 10 finish. He's from Louisville, Kentucky. He's also been named to the Ping All-American list, which is a very, very standard list. It's high-prize athletes hitting a golf ball. I just played golf 3 days in a row last week. I'm telling you, I didn't break 80. So
I bet our next guest, I bet he can't break 80.
I guarantee you he can break 80. He probably can break 80 playing left-handed and right-handed.
That's probably right. That's probably right.
Let's get our guest on the show right now. Let's bring in no other than JM Butler.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jason
What's
and
going
Zac,
on?
thanks for having me.
How you doing? You doing all right?
Oh, yeah, doing real good.
So let's talk about this. I play golf and I enjoy it, and I use it more as a hobby. You use it more as it's probably gonna be your profession. Moving to the next level. But talk about as a golfer, how do you prepare your mind and your mindset when you're getting ready to attack the course?
That's a great question. Preparation is probably the most important thing leading up to tournaments. Not only on the course, but as you said, you got to get your mind right. For me, I use a lot of meditation, visualization, just kind of seeing the shot where you want to hit it, and really just being prepared for whatever the course might throw at you. Whether you make, you're gonna hit bad shots. That's just the way it is, and it's how you handle those bad shots, and what your mindset's like. That's gonna, stand you out from the rest of the field.
JM, where do you think you've grown the most as a golfer since your career started at Auburn?
Yeah. So coming into Auburn, I was a great putter and had a great mindset, but I thought my fundamentals in my full swing were not quite where they needed to be. And so I just, through the great coaches we have at Auburn, I was able to change some things in my swing technically. And that's allowed me to really, enhance my performance over the last 2 or 3 years. Just a lot of hard work, changing things in my takeaway, my transition, the way my body moves in different positions that the club is in. I'd say it's been the main thing for me.
And you talk about this, Jay. You guys had a historic season this year. Y'all broke. Y'all finished 278.70 in team average. I think that's one of the top three of Auburn of all time. Definitely, y'all have kind of splattered a lot of records. And you yourself, talk about the Maui Invitation, the Maui Gym Intercollegiate, where you shot 17 under to smash the Auburn record in the 54-hole play.
Yes, sir. So actually, Jason, that was last year, my sophomore year, but we did win the Maui Gym this past fall. So that was an unbelievable performance by all the guys. Honestly, we expected that going into the season. It was probably the most talented team Auburn's ever had, is what Coach Kleinert says. And we just knew that we were gonna win a lot of golf tournaments and break a lot of records. And if I'm being honest, we didn't quite live up to the potential that I thought we had. But still proud of the guys, obviously, and we'll come back even hungrier next year.
Does that help kind of set the goals for next year? I mean, as soon as this season ends and it's like, okay, man, I feel like we could have done a little bit better. Now, okay, next year's a chance to do it.
100%. I mean, look, we're not losing any of the guys.
Wow.
Alex is coming back. All the guys that are consistently in the top 5 are coming back. And we're adding a couple stud freshmen. So, we're going to be even better next year, and the expectation's even higher. I mean, we're good enough to be contending and winning national championships and conference championships. So that's really the goal. Like, that's what we expect. And we all know that we're good enough to do it.
Well, yeah, and talk about the hosting the regionals this year. Talk about like the experience of that. Like, how fun was it? You know, you're at home, you got other teams got to travel to your territory, and just talk about the overall experience.
Oh, it was unbelievable. Just all the support from the Auburn family, having all the staff there, our trainers, the coaches, all our families were in town. So being able to, sleep in your own bed and come out to a course where you basically play it every day, it was a huge advantage for us. And God, it was just such a special moment to share with the guys. Just because we compete out there every day, but to do it under that, type of environment in a NCAA regional and get the job done, it was truly a special moment for us.
I mean, you talk about home field advantage, and I'm sure Jason loved playing at Jordan-Hare Stadium. But I mean, when you talk about golf and like so many different types of golf courses and different obstacles and different ways to approach each hole, I can't imagine there's a bigger home field advantage in sports than playing at your golf course.
100%. There's no doubt about it. I mean, the biggest thing for us was that the course was so hard and the greens were so firm. We knew what to expect going in. So nothing was a surprise to us, where other teams came in and it might have freaked them out a little bit. But yeah, as I said, like over tee shots, like you're just very comfortable because you've hit it so many times. Putts, you're used to how or which way the putt might break.
Right.
Missing it on your approach shot into the green, knowing, okay, like, the pin's here, can't miss here, all that just simple stuff. It really makes a difference when you're playing at your home course every day.
Yeah, and Zach make a great point. You know all the ins and outs, just like playing football at home. You kind of know, where's the soft spots at on the field, and you can kind of let the ball go sometimes before because you know where it's supposed to end up at. So when you're playing golf and everything, but I also had other stadiums that I like to play in. When it comes to golf, what are it could be one of your rivals, it could be anywhere. What do you enjoy playing? Where's your favorite golf course outside of Auburn?
In tournaments that we played this year,
It can be tournaments or individual.
I would have to say the Allworth Collegiate down in Orlando. It's hosted by North Florida, and it's just one of my favorite golf courses in the country. I mean, I feel like it really sets up well for my game, and the other guys on the team, it sets up well for their game too. So I would say that's a course where I just get on, and I feel like I'm going to play well every time. In the past 2 years that we have played, I've finished top 5 both years. So I've had a chance to win. And we won as a team this year too. So that was a good feeling.
Awesome. JM, I'm not a golfer. I'm going to be honest. I've gone a few times. I'm terrible. Had a good time, just not very good. But it's my understanding that everybody's kind of got their club that they lean on. What is your go-to club, you think?
I would say I lean on my putter the most.
Okay.
When I step on the green, that's where I'm comfortable. Give me a putt. It doesn't matter how far. I feel like I'm going to make it. So, the putter.
What's the longest putt you've made in competitive play?
Ooh.
Oh, I know you know it. I know you know what it is.
In our home event this year, I made about a 75 or 80 footer.
Incredible.
At a Grand National. So yeah, I would say
awesome, man.
That was probably the longest definitely this year that I can remember off the top of my head.
That's awesome.
Gosh, that is awesome. Put it this way. So during the season, I know you guys practice every day, but in the off season, how much golf do you participate in a week?
Every day,
So it's still every day?
Every day. I mean,
gosh.
Everybody's different. Some guys might go out there and, just for me, it's every day. It's a process of trying to get just a little bit better every day, and just always striving for better. I'm not competing in tournaments every day, but I'm going out practicing, going to the range, doing what I need to do to get my swing right, chipping, putting, and playing at home. But yeah, it's every day, just really just trying to chip away at it.
So do you take your buddies out there with you off the team and y'all kind of compete against each other? like in a foursome?
Oh yeah, for sure. When everybody's in town, like right now, everybody's kind of home for the summer and traveling for amateur events. But when everybody's in town, yeah, it's just, we'll be on the range hitting. It's like, yo, we'll be talking some trash, and then we'll just go out and play and settle it that way. So,
are you a smack talker, JM? I saw that smirk when you thought about that for a second.
a little bit. We do a little smack talking.
So, dude, any of your teammates ask you for strokes, or y'all just play head up?
No. We play straight up. They might need some strokes sometimes, but
hey, there it is. When you play with your friends that like aren't collegiate golfers, do you just smoke them? Are you super nice about it, or does it depend on who it is?
It kind of depends on who it is in the setting, but I would say, yeah, I beat them pretty good most of the time. But I mean,
I tell you what, I played with some guys last week, and they shot 73 and even par, 72. And I'm just like, and these are ex-football players.
yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, like, come on. Like, how often are they playing? But they playing 3-4 days a week. I don't have time to do that and everything. But what's your average score when you're just out playing away from Auburn?
I want to say, well, my average score in competition this year was like 69.5. So I would say, I mean, about that, even when I'm not competing, I would say below 70, definitely.
Jeez, boy, I got a long ways to go.
JM, Jason asked about how often you're playing golf, and it sounds like you're out there almost every day. What do you do to work on your game, like outside of going to the golf course? Like, what's the mental side of how you approach the game?
As I said earlier, meditation, visualizing shots. So if I'm going to go out and play a tournament, I'm in my hotel room or wherever I am, just, close my eyes, visualizing each hole, how I want to play the hole. And just, whether that's, it doesn't matter what golf course I'll be playing. I do it for every course. I also, outside the golf course, am in the gym a lot, trying to, not only make my body stronger, but make my mind stronger, callous my mind. Just trying to get rid of, those, as Buddy Alexander calls the demons and wizards, those negative thoughts in your head. Because when those pop in, they can be really distracting. But I've always found that, if I can just make my mind tough, my body's going to be tough too.
Yeah, no doubt. Everything starts with the mindset. I always say you have to visualize making plays before you can actually do it.
Sure.
So transition a little bit. NIL has now kind of just entered into college sports for student athletes, and it does a lot from collectives. I mean, collectives do a lot for their student athletes. Talk about your experience with NIL so far and how it translates over to the golf course and everything.
Oh my gosh, NIL Auburn or On to Victory has been great. Not only for me, but for everybody on the team. I think it's really motivated them to, work a little harder too.
Yeah.
There's some money out there to be earned, but I mean, I can't thank all the donors and the supporters enough for what they've done for me and the team, and really just growing the athletic department. And it's made a huge difference. I wouldn't say it's necessarily made me work any harder because, money's not really a motivator for me right now. But I mean, it's nice to have that in my back pocket for sure. Whether I want to, use it for tournament expenses or, use it to go out somewhere nice to eat or just do some fun stuff with the guys. But I can't thank the collective enough.
And backing off that, do golf get full scholarships?
Golf has 4.5 scholarships to give.
Right.
So I would say most of the guys aren't on full scholarship.
Yep.
We have 10 guys and 4.5 scholarships to get out. So it's tough to, divvy that.
Yeah, that's the reason I asked that question, because I wanted the listeners to know that golf, everybody doesn't have a full scholarship. So a lot of the NIL money that you guys receive, some of it is used to pay for your student tuition. And like you were saying, sometimes the pay for good in tournament play and your parents to be able to come and watch you play. So, that's why I just wanted them to know, because it kind of helps them to understand the money that they're giving, we're supporting that. And
No,
and
no doubt
they can
about
see
that.
that. Yeah. Now transition to Zach. You got any more questions for my guy here?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
All right.
You want to move to the rapid fire stuff?
Yeah, I'm about to hit you with the
Let's do
rapid
it.
fire real quick. So let everybody know a little bit about you. So as a golfer, I know as a football player, what I like to eat night before games, but night before a big tournament to get you geared up. What is something what's your go-to meal and what's your snack during tournament play?
Go-to meal the night before, I would say like ribeye or some like fettuccine alfredo with chicken. And
Solid.
then
Okay.
and then
Okay.
on the course, my snack would have to be like Uncrustables. Those peanut butter jellies, they're so good.
Do you eat them frozen or you let them thaw?
No, not for, they definitely gotta be thawed.
Got it.
Okay. I like that. Like that. Who inspired you as a young athlete?
I would say my dad inspired me, but yeah, I would say my dad.
Okay. Have you ever had a hole in one?
I have not. No, that's something I have not done.
Wow. Wow. So
I've
that's
been
something.
I've been very close at NCAA regionals. Actually, I hit a shot with like a 5-iron or something, and it hit the flagstick and like stopped right next to the hole. I was like, "Come on, just." But no, not yet. Maybe this week.
Okay. Okay. Let's go here. I would say this. Where's your favorite place to eat at in Auburn?
Moe's barbecue.
Oh, barbecue guy.
Mm.
Barbecue guy.
What do you
Okay.
order there?
I like the pulled pork sandwich. I mean, I get the wings sometimes too, but the pulled pork sandwich is my go-to with like some mac and cheese and either like coleslaw or baked beans.
Classic.
Classic. This is kind of a two-part question in one. One is, what made you choose Auburn? And the other is, what's your favorite tradition at Auburn?
I mean, honestly, like everything about Auburn, I love. The facilities were probably the number one thing for me. Number two was that growing up in Louisville, Kentucky, the winter times were really cold. So I wanted to be somewhere where it was, I could practice in those cold winter months.
Mm.
And then the coaches, honestly, like Coach Kleinert and, Coach Williams, they're awesome.
Yeah.
I ask for better coaches. As I've said before, it's the best decision I've ever made in my life, and I'll stick with that. But my favorite tradition at Auburn, I mean, got to be rolling Toomer's corner for sure.
Yeah. As
That's,
everybody say.
I came for my official visit in 2019 when we won the Iron Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just the coolest thing ever.
Well, hopefully you get a chance to roll those trees this year after we beat Georgia and Bama here at home. So,
Hey, let's go.
yeah, looking forward to that. And the last one, what makes you nervous the night before a big competition?
I would say probably just I don't really get nervous. I would say it's more like excitement. Just really wanting to go out there and beat everybody's butt.
Yeah. Good deal. Good deal. Well, JM, I know you like to be called JM. So everybody, if you see him walking around campus, you see him at the Auburn games, football games, call the man JM. It's JM Butler. Hey, man, we enjoyed having you on the show. Zach really enjoyed it as well. And like I said, all the fans and the families and people that give to Own to Victory to support you guys and ladies and everything that y'all do for our student athletes here at campus. We appreciate it, and we appreciate the hard work that you guys put in forth to make Auburn a better place and make Auburn a championship level program. So thanks, JM, for coming on. Like I say, War Eagle, wish you the best. And if you ever coming by the radio set, headed to the stadium for a football game, stop by and say hello.
Yeah, for sure. Jason, Zach, thank you guys so much. Thank you, On to Victory, for everything.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you. Have
Thanks,
a good
man.
one.
You guys.
All right, then, Zach. That does it for our first guest today. My guy, JM Butler. Man, he shoots on average 68, 69. Like, do you
You want to
imagine?
share
Like,
your average score?
oh man, my
You mentioned
average
the guys you were
score.
playing with, but you
Yeah,
didn't mention your average score.
my average score is in the mid 80s. I'm gonna be anywhere from 85 to 90 on the average.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is because I like to hit the driver off the tee. Some people like to go hit the 3-wood off the tee because they control the ball better. They just don't want to lose it. That's me. I'm trying to go for a 290 to 320 drive, and it sometimes gets you in trouble because you're not having to drop. So then you're hitting number 3 instead of hitting number 2. So if I can just eliminate those type of mistakes, then I can probably get to the low 80s. And then what's going to get you into the 70s is putting. Like he was saying, if you can putt 10 feet in on a consistent basis and make them, your score is going to go immediately into the 70s. And that's what separates a lot of guys, is the guys that's being able to putt versus the guys that can't. You see it on TV. You see guys that lose tournaments on a 4-foot putt, just because the pressure amounts up. And
So mental.
And it's so mental because not just in that level, you got a championship on the line, but then you also got sponsorship on the line. You got finance, you got money to win a tournament on the line, and it's off a 4-foot putt now looks like a 20-foot putt.
Right.
Because of the pressure. So I really respect these guys, man. Golf is such a fun sport. And the ladies too, that's why I said ladies a while ago, because ladies, we had one on here last week, and she talked about her play and way she shoots. I'm just like, my gosh, like
it's impressive.
It's impressive.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. And I mean, it goes to, doesn't matter what sport it is, what these student athletes do every single day, it's tremendous. Doesn't matter what sport it is, just the absolute devotion to honing their craft is incredible. And it's awesome that NIL exists and On to Victory exists, so they can kind of support all of these sports. It's great.
Right, especially like he was saying, it's only 4 scholarships that golf gets that's pretty much full scholarships.
Right.
Everybody else has to pay most of their tuition. They get a partial scholarship. Same way in baseball, same way in softball. The only major sports that really get full scholarships is football and basketball, really. So a lot of those other sports, when they receive NIL money, that money is actually going to help them pay for half their scholarship. And then like he was saying, some of their travel when they go to tournaments, because it is different. It's different until those laws get changed, where Auburn can kind of be like Georgia. Where Georgia, their baseball team, the whole team can get full scholarships. But right now, we haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, and who knows if we ever will, as far as relying on other people. So Auburn's kind of taking it into their own hands and able to take care of some of these players. I think it's awesome.